Hey everyone, Zackary Roth here from ZackaryRoth.com, and today I just wanted to make a video because today is a great day. We've been cooped up for a while because there's been a lot of snow and just, nastiness, and I'm over it. I like the snow while I was around, but it's time to go. But I wanted to make this short video today because it actually might be a long video, because this is some really important information that I recently learned and I feel like I need to share with you guys. So here it goes. Over the years that as I've grown up, like, this world has changed. Like, the way that we work, the way that people get paid, things like that have really changed in the world today. And what I wanted to talk about is there are really like 5 different industries that you could work in, but in all reality, all those old ways of making money and bringing an income for your family, all that's about to change. And if you're not on board with what the change is, you're going to be left behind. So to start off this video, I'm just going to go ahead and talk about, there's 5 different things that I was talking about. The first thing, being number 1, is you have your blue collar workers. And your blue collar workers, in other words, they do manual labor for money. Whether it's a product that they're building or something that they're designing, they're putting in manual labor and then they get paid for it. And don't get me wrong, like, there's always something, good in a job well done, but is that the perfect type of job that we're looking for? And let me go ahead here and talk about, like, what would you think to be a perfect job? Wouldn't that be something where you have time freedom, where you can spend with your family, spend with your kids, or come out here to even make a video like this or go on vacation whenever you want? Those are the type of things that I look for in a type of job, is where I can eventually create a certain amount of income and be able to have that beach money and live that American lifestyle we're always looking for. That's not the dream lifestyle that everyone I know seeks for. So here's the second type of work that's out there, and that type of work is white collar work. Is where you are in either a cubicle or an office, and this is the type of work that's most traditionally desired by most Americans and most people around the world. They like to be in an office, they like to have that secure salary where they can make a certain amount of money and they know what they're going to make, and it's usually a decent enough money to be able to get a house and to live a decent enough lifestyle. But the bad thing about this type of industry is when you're going to work, you're either going to be the type of person that just sits back and just gets by. With that, you have your achievers that they do whatever is possible to get up the corporate ladder. And when you become an achiever, you start losing a lot of your friends, that you worked with, and you start connecting with more of the people that are achievers like yourself. So what this does for you is you have to learn to be a politic. You have to learn all the politics of the game. And what ends up happening is you do more politics than actually achieving anything from that point on. So in order to stay up on that game and to keep rising up the corporate ladder, is you got to constantly be political, and you got to constantly do things that you might not feel that is comfortable. That brings me on to the third thing, which is the sales industry. And the sales industry, you can make a lot of money, and things are now starting to be based upon how much work you put into it. So the amount of work that you put into this is the amount of money you're going to start getting out of it. So with that being said, there's a lot of money to be made in sales. But once again, there's things that just aren't right, that don't make this the perfect job that you want to be a part of. So let me tell you this. In a sales position, I've had plenty of sales jobs. I actually used to sell Kirby vacuums door to door, and I did pretty good at it. But what happens with that is you get into, you sell it, and you get to this point where you feel like anything you touch, like it turns into gold. Like you could just sell this, you could sell that, you could sell that, you could just keep selling Kirby's nonstop. But then you get to this point where it's like something happens, like either people don't have enough money or you're not in a good mood that day, and sales just go down the drain. Like everything you've worked for, the sales stop coming in, you stop making commissions, and you started creating this new lifestyle, you know, the lifestyle that you wanted. You got a new car or whatever, and now you're left without any money. So how are you going to pay those bills that you've created? So that's one of the downfalls of being in a sales job. There are a lot of successful people in sales. I'm not saying that, because if you keep going at it, you'll keep making money, you know. But a lot of people just don't have, you know, it in them to keep going like that. It's very hard. And what I found is it took a lot of my time, took a lot of my free time, and all the money that I was making. It's like, why am I making this money? Because I'm spending literally like 8 to 16 hours out on the field trying to get these big commission sales, and it didn't happen all the time. That's why you had to be out late. So that takes us on to the next job that was in the old days that you could do. So that job was to own a traditional business, like for say, like you wanted to go out and buy a Subway or a franchise or something like that. A lot of people, they get into that, and this is the downside of it. They put all of their life savings into owning their own business like that. And when they put their life savings into it, they also, number two, they bring in the skill set that they learned, whether it was managing or whatnot, and they put all of themselves into all of their business. And instead of getting something back out of their business, they're investing all their time, all their energy, and a lot of the times they're not even getting too much more than just, you know, barely a little bit over profits so they can pay their bills. So once again, is that the type of industry that I feel like is the best industry you could possibly work for? And no, it's not. So then that brings us on to our next industry that you could work for, and that is investing. Whether you're, you know, investing in getting gold or silver, or even investing in stocks. A lot of people, they don't succeed with this, and what it really takes is money. And if you don't have the money to invest, how are you going to make a good business out of investing? Obviously, that's not going to work either. So, getting to the end of my video here, and really the purpose for making this video is you need to start thinking outside of the box, because all of those jobs that I was just talking about, whether it's being a blue collar worker, a white collar worker, a salesman or a saleswoman, or even owning your own traditional brick and mortar business, or even investing, all of those 5 jobs are about to change in this new world. And that's why I had to make this video. Because think about it, servers, they're already experiencing it. They get paid so minimum of a wage, and their pay is literally based on their performance, whatever tips they get and whatnot. I used to work at a factory, which is like a blue collar job. A lot of those jobs are being taken away by robots, because robots are, you might not have heard about it yet, but they're out there. Because this company I work for, Aristide, we created parts for Hondas, and those jobs are slowly being taken away and people are being laid off. So people that are used to those traditional jobs just aren't going to get by as easily as you can with what I'm about to tell you. And so, what is the perfect job? And that is network marketing. And the reason why network marketing, in my opinion, is the perfect job is because companies, they are always going to need to promote products, right? They're always going to need to get valuable products to their consumers. But in today's world, advertising is crazy. To get an ad out there, it costs billions and billions of dollars, and to get your ad in the right place at the right time, it's just a mess. So what companies are starting to do is they are starting to allow their products to be distributed by distributors like myself and like many others as affiliates. And with that, you make a commission based on your performance. So again, the company, they don't have to spend a lot on advertising, and everything's based upon your performance. So the company, they want to sell a lot. So the better you perform, the more you can get paid. you can also make residual money in network marketing. You can make so much money, it's just insane. If you jump on any of these opportunities like this, they're great opportunities. I'm part of one that has been paying thousands of people thousands of dollars per month, but we can talk more about that later. But anywho, network marketing, it does have its flaws as well, just like anything. But hear me out, these flaws aren't as bad as what you heard on the other jobs, because the flaws in this literally are, if you can stand dealing with, you know, people looking at you weird, like, look here, I got people just, you know, I don't know if you can see them, but people are walking around you, they don't know what you're talking about, and they might think you're weird for what you're doing, but this is something different, you know? This is not totally accepted yet by everybody because they're just ignorant to what the future has to hold. So if you like what you see here, and you like the fact that you can actually make an unlimited income if you put the work into it, I'm gonna have a link below this video. It'll take you right over to my blog. Go ahead, check me out on my blog. You can contact me, I have tabs on there. But the most important thing I want to tell you is there's a form on top of the page. If you just go ahead and put your name, email, your phone number is optional. If you'd like me to talk to you, I'd love to talk to you, but your phone number is optional. You put your name and the email in there, and it'll take you to exactly what will help you learn how to get your business, no matter what it is, off the ground, get it online, and start profiting from it right away. So again, like network marketing, some people, they get into this, they know 5 or 6 people that they think, you know, would like to join this thing, so they get into this almost like a, you know, a lottery ticket that has 6 spots on it. Think about a lottery ticket with 6 spots. Like, they get into it with 6 people or so that they think, which are those lottery ticket spots, and all they do is they go through and scratch each box. If each one of those people decide not to join, they just rip up that lottery ticket and they throw it away, and they blame network marketing for it. But that's not how this business works. It does take a little bit of work on your part, but it's not a lot of work. It's mostly just staying consistent, really. But anywho, you just don't look at it that way, and you actually look at this as a business, not a lottery ticket or a way to get lucky from a sale or something, because that's not really how it is, and you won't succeed that way. So again, this is Zackary Roth with ZackaryRoth.com, and I can't wait to see you on my very next video. You have a great day, and God bless. Bye-bye.